We'll quickly try to recall what we have gone through in the previous class. I have opened my Salesforce org. In the previous class, we saw how to, like, we had created these fields, and on top of that, we tried to see the validation error. We created one custom validation error, and we saw one Canada college project which had one of the requirement as this, like they wanted to match or connect two objects with these, and we had done that successfully, and we got to know how to identify the object for primary and secondary, and this is all what we have learned in the yesterday's class. We'll see the output. So this is how it was looking. This was the extra field which we created. So we were getting this. Okay. And you try something and it will ask you to take for one more layout. You can search here. It will show like this. So for me it is showing like this, but for you it might not be showing like this. And before that I would like to update that I have made some changes in the teachers field. Let me show that. So in this object we were having the two fields which were like subject, name and id. So I have changed. So whenever we want like viewable, see, this is a id generating column, which is a primary one which we were speaking, no. See, this is the name field name, which is a standard object among one of the four fields which were provided by Salesforce. No? This one and this three. So this would be acting as a link to view the record. So see, if you see here, you are able to click on this, and if you add other fields, you will not be able to click on those fields and enter into that record. Only with this we will be able to do it. So if you try checking for teachers, even it is same. See here, it is teacher ID. Now if I click on this, I will not be able to enter. So for that reason, like to have a good view, I changed the teacher name as the standard field. From the standard field, I opted for this, and ID I created with the auto number data type. Okay, these changes I have made. So because of this, we are able to see now as names here and teacher ID separately generated. Okay, any doubts, guys? Okay, hoping no. So now to connect, if I click on this, I'll be able to see this. No, see, this is how it looks. And before going into the relationship, I wanted some changes to be done here, like for example, only id is shown in the list view. This is a recently viewed list. We will have two by default, and we can create much more. Like we can go here and create, but now we'll just keep it as it is. So from this, I wanted like while showing the records only ID, name, and everything I wanted here. So what we will do, how we can do is The option is in the same, like we were speaking about the student object, no? So go to the object which you want that to be customized page, and then go to the search layout. In the lightning, it uses the default layout of the search layout to show the fields in the list view. Okay, so it was showing only ID, no, because of this. So what we have to do is change it. We can add number of fields which we want. I want first name, last name, and teacher, gender. Okay, all this is fine. And yeah, wanted this, not gender. And we can try moving up and down also like this. This is sequence. In this sequence, you will be able to see it. Okay. So now you will be able to see. See here, it is viewable, no? Okay. In the same way, in teachers we are able to show sonata like teacher name and id. I want even subject also visible in the list only. So what we have to do is again same, go to your object which you wanted to change the view, go to search layouts and add subject we wanted, add it. I have nothing to do with the teacher id, so I moved it last. You see here, now it is visible. Okay. And now you can even order also. See here it is in the, like, if you want that to be ordered up like 1 2 3 4, you have to click once. And if you want that to be in a descending order, it will be coming here. So you want that sorting has to be happened via first name, and you can do that also. CHJKMP, in the way, like opposite way also it happens. This is how you have to arrange your data. Okay, is it understood, guys? How we added the all these fields into the list view and sorting. Okay, and here if I wanted to change for another uh, teacher, since it is a recent teachers we are getting, but in real time projects or the organization, like they will be having hundreds of customers and thousands of customers. So you will not be able to search from all of them, no, all will not be popped up here. So what you have to do is either search for your name, or like you can enter anything and then ask for a separate layout. Okay, so now I have tried. with Anthony, and it is showing with name and ID. So if you want some other data to be come up here, yesterday we spoke about this. We can manage that also, and here also you can see as of now there is teacher name, subject, and teacher ID. No, we can change that. Like this has come up from the one which we maintain right now. No, which one is that list view we had changed from the search layout. Because of that, it came up, and the name and ID is from this. Okay, look up dialog. From here, you can change. You want only teacher name, you can do it. There is nothing to do with the ID here, so I will remove it and add subject. Okay. Okay, it is still showing the same. It takes some time to update. Sometimes it updates faster and sometimes it takes time. And in the same way, we have all these settings in the classic also, which is sometimes for the fast response we were going, no, but here there are slight differences. In lightning we were just modifying on all those things, but in classic it is different. And you want some tabs, like, yeah, teachers, no, you want that to be customized. First we'll view how it is looking. And see here it is how it is looking. And why it is looking like this might be your question, because this is not using the search layout. It is using the tab layout in the search layout. Okay, in classic the defaults are bit different. It is not necessary for you people to remember each and everything, but you should be able to understand that this filter is also there, this can also be modified. This you should always remember. Okay, that is a student one, no? Okay, teacher ID and name. Okay, here teacher ID and subject is coming, no? This is the one. Tab layout. It utilizes the tab layout of the search layout from the classic. This is search layouts for Salesforce Classic. For Lightning, it is only enough. So, with the help of these three things, you will be able to see everything. That compact layout and the other things which we made, everything is enough in the Lightning, but for Classic, you have to change these things. Look up for the uh, see here, you understood why there is no link for this, because this is not the that what we say standard field which we have been inherited. It should be showing one more field which is name. Only with that we will be able to enter into the record to view the record. So we'll quickly change that. And you cannot save like this because teacher name, which is a standard field, should always be in the first. See here, must be the first field in the search layout. Okay, now you got, and you have the link. hyperlink to get that record open. Okay, this is how it looks. And even in the students also the same thing. See, if there is no ID, you will not able to enter the record. What we have to do, go to object. This is our object. Where we have to go now, a search layout or a search layout for classic. We are dealing with classic. Yeah, since we are dealing with classic, go to classic and then go for tab layout. This is tab. We are now able to see no first name, last name, and training. Teacher for training is there. What we will do is we have to add it, and in this also same case. Okay, ID it automatically took to the first, so we did not get any error. But here while showing it has come up at the last. Sorry, this is not the correct one. Here we have to go and go for this. Okay, save it. Sometimes it misbehaves, so don't worry. You're doing the correct path. You just learn where to go and what needs to be edited. That's all. It's done. Okay. So now we are able to see no teacher name here. This is called as mini page layout, which we can configure what all the details can be showed by hovering. So you know hovering, no? That means whenever you click on any of the thing, it should show its details like it is showing right now. So you can decide what all the fields can be showed in this layout. Before that, we'll try to go back to lightning once, because more our concentration is on lightning, because everyone is moving ahead in the lightning rather than classic, and classic is the oldest version. So even Salesforce promotes us to work in the classic. You can see the difference. For going to classic, you have the option here, but for returning back to lightning, you will get an option here itself. That means they are promoting. Okay. Over. Yeah. See here, it is showing only this much. What we will do is we wanted hovering to be for the teacher for training, and this is coming from teachers object. You have to go to teachers object, not students object. Okay, it was a wrong click. One moment. Okay, then you have to go to page layout, click on this, go to mini page layout. So now you are seeing, no, it was only showing teacher's name. What we want is subject also. I want id is nominated owner lad, and this fields are enough for us. And should we show it in the same, like in the list of students also, or not? It is asking. So of course, yes, no.
Kalpana, can we edit in such layout only?
Which one, Madhuri?
And that you edited now, that we can't edit in such layout?
Search layout? No, no, it is not possible. Search layout is for something which we are showing, like here. For the list view and all we are dealing with. But once you enter into the record, this everything is managed in the page layout, where this field should be there and what field should be hidden. Everything is decided by the page layout. Okay, not in the
Okay.
search layout. Once that is saved, you have to do this also. Okay, I don't know whether changes have been reflected or not. We'll have a look anyways. We'll try to check in the classic, because this setting is same for both classic and um, lightning. See, now here it has been updated. Okay, fine, guys. This is understood, so we can close it. This is all about the, yeah. And one more thing is we can control, like I am trying to edit it, no, while searching. If I click on this, like we were getting components, no, here we are getting all the list. So since I have given sonata, it is showing one. If I search blankly, I will get all the teachers list. But sometimes the requirement might be saying like, in real time there will be hundreds of teachers. So if you get all hundreds, you might not be remembering whose name. And sometimes it is like the requirement is only a mentor teacher will be a English teacher. At that time, what you have to do is you should not show all these teachers list. You should only show them English teachers list. At that moment, what you have to do is there is one option called filtering. This filter is done via creation of the lookup field. So once it is created, we can edit and add the filter criteria, like what all the records we can show for the user to select. And if they knows the name, they can directly add it. Else they will not be able to select it. That is one option. And the other option is, even though they knows the name, and if they enter also, it should not allow. There are two options, so we'll go and have a look. So before that, we'll create one more teacher. And everyone is a teacher. Okay, sorry, is a student. And email ID, all these are not necessary. We'll add the teacher. So it will give me as Peter. Okay, we are not able to search it here because we have not created, and we have to create it in lightning you will get a option to create the teacher by searching also. Here we'll create teacher as we thought, and he is also into English. Okay, save. Right now he do not have any list of students. What we will do is, for new students or the other people, we'll try to have that functionality enabled. For that, what we have to do is, we have to go to the field where we have created the lookup field. Which table was that, like which object we have created that field? Is it on teachers or on students?
Teachers.
Okay, so that field we have created on the students, because see here, we are speaking about this field. What we have to do is, we have to go to the students, and then we have to go for that field. So here we will not be able to find the lookup relationship field. We have not created. What we have to do, go to setup, object manager, student. And here if we see, the lookup is here, but this lookup is from teachers only. That was correct. See here, this is there, this is a lookup field which we have created. You have to click on edit. Here you can see, no, show filter settings. What was the requirement we got?
Enter the subject name.
Correct. So now we have to check for the, like, in teacher for training, the subject we have to look for, and then should equals to, it is a value or field it is asking. It's a value, guys, because that value was something. Okay, English. While entering the value, it is very much important that you have to be clear, copy and paste it. Okay, I have added, this is enough for me. And filter type, there I said there are two options. No, if we know the name of teacher, can we add it directly or not? So we'll try both also. The user entered value must match filter criteria. If it doesn't, display this error message on the save. See, like, first we'll see the optional one. We will add this criteria, we will see the values, and then we'll decide. Okay, save. Okay, now I'll create new one. Student Harry, I was still in. This all things are not necessary for us. And I wanted to search for. Okay, I have to go for this layout, no? Okay, and see, now you are able to see only these two results. Why not others? Because we have filtered. It is showing only English subject teachers. Results are narrowed down by criteria set by the administrator. Show all results. If you click, you will be able to see it. And criteria has been applied, but sometimes people will be knowing the teacher's name. What they'll do, directly they'll enter Peter and save it. This took. So this is one method. Sometimes requirement might be like this also. So the list should be showing that, and whatever if they know, and some other in any of the situation they can try entering for the other teachers. But few times there will be like compulsory requirements that no other teacher should be a mentor teacher rather than English teacher. At that moment what we have to do is we have to just permit that for, like, we should make it required and write down the error also. So this is the field. Go to edit. We have this field enable and make that as required. Okay. And yeah. Okay, this is my error. If they try searching, like saving the other one. And now we'll try to create a new record. So now you are able to see only these two, and you are not seeing that other one message was coming. No, that is not shown because it has been made required, and you will not be able to search for other one. Now what I'll do is I'll try to give some other teachers' names. Do you remember other teachers' name? I don't remember. Anyone? Which we had created for the other two subjects, no? Okay, Ajit is maths. We'll take his name. I know his name. We'll save it. No, please select from the list of teachers as mentors, please. You got the error, no? No? Understood. How we can control the values which is coming inside the lookup value, lookup field. We are controlling this, and we made that also compulsory. Now it is saying there are no search results. That reason we will not be able to save it. You have to select either one and save it. It got saved. Okay. Any doubts, guys? Hmm? Yes, no.
No, Kalpana.
Okay. Others? Even others can also speak.
No, Kalpana. No, Kalpana.
Okay. I
Yeah, Kalpana.
wanted you people to speak up because, like, we will sit and see, no? Even I will be watching some of the videos and everything until and unless we are not speaking or doing some activities, we feel like very lazy, and we will just going through the video, but we will not be able to understand anything. If we understood also, for the next time, we'll forget and we have to start it again from the starting. So it's better to concentrate sometime and try to have like one more session for the practice so your day is finished, no? For that reason I will ask you people to speak up, and no other reasons, okay? So till now we have understood all these things, like search layouts, how it will be viewed, what all the things should be controlled, everything we can control. So you just need to understand how we have to do, and I have clearly given those things in the document. So no worries. You should just be understanded, like you should be able to understand that these all things can also happen. If any requirement comes, like, okay, will that be able to do? If your manager or someone asks you, you have to just tell yes, we can do it, and it is via search layout. That's all you have to see, like speak at that moment. But for the next time when you are submitting the work, you can go through the Google and go to the document, have a video, everything you can do and start working on the things in real time. It is not necessary to you have to memorize each and everything and apply it then and there and give the results there. Okay, you will have so much of time, like 1 day, 2 day, and week also. No worries, you can survive in this. Okay, so we have covered all these things. Hovering, we saw, no, a mini page layout. And now we'll speak about the advantages of the lookup relationship. Lookup relationship, like it is loosely coupled relationship. That means even though you wanted or not required, there is no much more like bond between the first and second object, and allows you to connect one object to the another object in a one to many fashion. One to many fashion means students are many and teacher is one. So this teacher is connected to so many other students here. So that connection is made with the lookup relationship, and it's a most simple type of relation in the Salesforce. There are more number of relationships, but by default Salesforce provides only two relationship fields. One is lookup relationship and the other one is master detail relationship. And with the help of these two relationship, we can try creating the other relationship also. Okay, and issues, like sometimes it is beneficial and sometimes it is not beneficial. It is not strongly connected, no. uh, for a few requirement is it is necessary to be a loosely coupled relationship. Loosely coupled means, hope you know, no, there is a bond, like one user is there and other user. If the first user is not there, the other user will not be there. This is a strong relationship. So without one, like they cannot live without each other. But in the other case, if this user has betrayed or done something, even without this also this user exists. That is a loosely bonded relationship. Okay, I know this might have been happened to many of them in real life. Okay. Yeah, and issues are like I said, no, the it is not strongly connected, and the second one is it is not mandate to connect with primary object. So here we can see, if I remove this and save it, also it accepts. That means a student is still available without a teacher. That is also possible. But to come over this, we have one more option in the lookup. In the same here, I said, no, in the starting previous class I said there were three options. I said we'll speak about this bit later. So this is the time which we are going to speak. See here, what to do if the lookup record is deleted. Clear the value of this field. You can't choose this option if you make this field required. So what happens is, if someone the teacher is deleted, what we have to show is the question. That means if teacher is deleted, that place has been blank. But it is not possible in the place of required. If we make required, we cannot do that. Okay, this is the only thing. All options covered. So we'll save it now. Okay. Now I'll try to save it. No, not possible. Why? Because we have made it required. There are already few of the orphan records, which now you go to edit. So you have no other option. You have to fill it. See here, you have to select one of the teacher. Peter is possible because he is an English teacher. Okay. So one thing we can get rid of, like all, we can create some of the bond here with the help of required field. Okay. Okay, here I have already given how to mandate the lookup relationship. Make a lookup mandate by required option in field editing. Okay. And filters in relationship, we already saw that sometimes it is not necessary for the list of users to come up in the lookup search. Like we have discussed, no, only English teachers can be a mentor. So we did it. So this is all about the things of lookup relationship. Now we'll go further in the what my master detail relationship. Okay, but yeah, if I start the topic, it takes some time. So we are already nearby 8 o'clock. We'll close the session till here. Any doubts, guys? We can discuss. Like in the previous classes, also you might have like. I know everyone will not get time to go through all the videos every day. So if you have gone through the videos like yesterday or day before yesterday, you might be having some of the doubts. You can just ask me now. Any questions?